talk about the condo market specifically. I've been preaching this for a while now, just talking about where I see prices in the condo market downtown Toronto and why I think it's an amazing time if you're an investor, and this window is shrinking. This window is shrinking. So if you're actually an investor, or if you're thinking about finally being able to get into the market, in the real estate market in Toronto, why I think now is the time and why that window is shrinking in the downtown condo market. I'm going to share my screen and I'm going to show you some stats, some charts that we created to illustrate the point. This is a chart that we compiled. We looked at all the results from going back in January 2017 until December 2020. And we looked at the prices of condos against the prices of townhomes in Toronto, 416, semi-detached, and also detached houses, and look at the spread. And the reason why we started to do that was I was suspicious that the gap between freehold and condo was getting bigger and bigger. Now, I'd seen this recently after 2017 where the gap got really big and then it came down between condos and freehold. And I thought that, if you look at the results again today, we'd see those same patterns. Sure enough, let's have a look at the results here and you'll see where I see numbers headed. This blue line here, this is detached 416. This is semi-detached 416. This is townhouse 416. And then the green line is the price of condos in the 416. So a lot of condos in 416 are downtown, so it's pretty heavily skewed that direction. You can see a lot of ebbs and flows, peaks and valleys in the freehold market, and then not so much in the condo. It was always a slow, steady rise up until this is COVID right here. This is the peak when panic set in and prices dropped. And then, of course, we've since recovered quite significantly. So what I see is here, look at the gap between this green line and here, look at the detached, the blue line here. Let's look at the blue line here versus the green line. And let's go away from this little peak here, which is, this is when policy change, the run up, the stress test, all this stuff happened here. Let's look at these charts here. And unscientifically, okay, it is scientific, we're looking at numbers here, but unscientifically looking at these lines here as guide points, these bars, compare where the spread was between freehold prices and condo prices. Like, they should move in the same direction. The gap shouldn't get bigger between the two, because if they do, it's going to be a correction. All right, so looking at these blue lines here, I can see at this point here, I'm about 1, 2, 3.5 bars up is where the blue line is. And at around here in mid-2018, 1, 2, 3, almost 4 bars, 3.5 around here. And then it came down after a nice little pullback and condo run up. The gap got shrunk here to under 3 bar difference. Keep going. January 2020, we're looking at 1, 2, 3.5 bars. You keep going all the way to the end here. This is where we are now. We are a solid 1, 2, 3, 4 and change bars difference between detached homes and condos. To me, that means, in looking at my unscientific arms here, the spread is growing between freehold and condos. People will notice this. People will notice this. Investors will notice this. First-time buyers will notice this. And you'll see that the condo prices are going to increase. They're going to trend up because they're going to be pulled up by the detached market. Now, everything I said about detached still applies when I look at the semis in comparison to condos. It's the same thing. Here's about a 1.5 bar gap. Now we're looking at about 2 bars gap, 1.5 bar gap. That makes sense, right? Now we're looking at 2 bars here. We're looking at a little bit under 2 bars here. And then at the end now, we're looking at 1, 2, almost 3 bars gap between the semi-detached prices and the condo prices. If you look at townhome numbers compared to the condos, you're seeing the same thing. The gap was always smaller. It's half a gap. It's half a bar. Full bar here, half a bar, small. And then all of a sudden, now we're at a full bar difference in increments here, $200,000. Like, the townhome market is also going to pull up the condo market. This is inevitable. This is all this stuff trending down here at the end from COVID, and this stuff all trending up now. You're going to see a correction. You're going to see money being made in this green line in this condo section, because fast forward a year from now, this will trend up in comparison to these other colored charts. So, there is some urgency here. I'm not saying this as a realtor to say, hey, I'm telling you as an investor who is looking to help clients build wealth. The condo market is set for a takeoff. We're seeing early signs of it already. Don't miss the boat and say, I wish I could have, I should have, because that will be you in a year's time if you're thinking about it and you're not pulling the trigger. So hopefully that clears things up for you. Happy to share this info with you. Reach out and I'm happy to have a discussion about it.